In ancient Athens, a bitter sister uses time travel to steal a wealthy destiny by cheating a sacred marriage ceremony. Eris jumps 3 years into the past to intercept the laurel wreath thrown by an elite suitor. She remembers a timeline where she rotted in poverty while her sister flourished, and she is determined to swap their roles. By catching the wreath of the divine-blooded Lord Leonidas, Eris secures her spot in high society. Her interference forces her kind sister, Irene, to accidentally cast her own laurel to a ragged musician named Pheodos, binding them in an oath before the gods. Eris begins her new life at the top of the social ladder, while Irene is left to face a marriage to a man the city considers a total non-entity. The social backlash is swift. Irene's status-obsessed father is deeply humiliated by the match, instantly disowning her and stripping away her wealth, while Eris openly mocks her sister's sudden plunge into poverty. Yet, Irene accepts her new reality with grace. Instead of fighting for her elite status, she trades her finery for a quiet life, valuing Pheodos's honest character over Athenian wealth. Pheodos holds a secret, a sun emblem pendant, a personal treasure of the high gods, hidden within his rags. This golden relic transforms a petty family quarrel into a situation where the Athenian elite are unknowingly walking into a divine trap. Later, during the sacred Delia festival, Irene arrives at her family's estate with a hand-woven offering for the gods. Instead of a welcome, she faces intense public humiliation from her parents and sister for appearing in front of high society empty-handed. Eris decides to push the cruelty further. In an effort to completely break Irene's spirit, she snatches Pheodos's only possession, his golden pendant, and hurls it straight into a blazing path of sacred fire. Without hesitation, Irene makes an extreme physical sacrifice, willingly walking barefoot through the roaring flames to rescue her husband's heirloom. Enduring agonizing heat to save a simple token proves that her devotion runs incredibly deep. Her loyalty easily transcends the superficial, materialistic values that drive the rest of the Athenian elite. The situation boils over when Pheodos retaliates against the family for torturing his wife. Arrogant as ever, Lord Leonidas and the local archon make a fatal mistake, ordering their guards to execute the lowly beggar for daring to defy noble blood. Pheodos drops his disguise, instantly summoning high solar guards as he transforms into his true identity, Apollo, god of light. Divine retribution is immediate. Queen Leto descends from the heavens in a fury, condemning Leonidas and Irene's cruel parents to the endless abyss for their sacrilege of drawing steel against an Olympian. The nobles brought their destruction upon themselves. Their intense obsession with social class and bloodlines completely blinded them to the actual divine presence standing right in front of them. Despite Apollo's deep love for Irene, a major obstacle remains. Queen Leto refuses to permit her son to marry a mortal without first passing a grueling, covert trial at the Temple of Delphi. Leto strips away her royal robes and disguises herself as an elderly, cruel overseer. She subjects Irene to exhausting physical labor, isolates her, and even allows her to be falsely accused of stealing Apollo's sacred treasure. Irene's reaction defies expectation. Instead of seeking revenge, she uses herbal remedies to heal her attackers and actively steps in to protect the disguised, cruel overseer from violent, divine-blooded bullies. Irene succeeds where the gods of Olympus often fail, showing a restraint that leaves the disguised Queen Leto with no choice but to admit her worth. With the trial complete, Leto drops her elderly disguise. She strips the arrogant temple bullies of their divine blood, reducing them to mortals, and officially blesses Irene's union with the god of light. As Irene is crowned the radiant queen, standing proudly beside Apollo, Eris watches from the dirt. Exiled permanently, Eris is forced to swallow the devastating result of her grand manipulation. Eris's decision to sabotage Irene's marriage was the exact catalyst that forced her sister onto the throne of Delphi. In a society relentlessly obsessed with bloodlines and wealth, Inherited status means nothing. True nobility is a trait earned purely through character, humility, and the resilience to stay kind in the dark.